I'm Steph. Welcome to my April 2025 bullet journal page walkthrough. I'm so glad that you're here. I don't know about you, but April always feels like such a turning point for me every year. I can feel my energy getting higher day by day as the weather warms up and the light gets longer. It's just such a refreshing time of year. And you'll notice that fresh is actually my key theme for April 2025. I'm focusing on fresh food, fresh routines, fresh projects, and I am choosing a color palette that's very spring-like. So I will show you page by page how that theme is woven through everything, and I hope you find April as inspiring as I do. So let's get started.
This is Journaled by Steph, a YouTube channel all about bullet journaling. Thanks for watching. Okay, let's dive into supplies. I try to keep things super simple. I have my journal, I have some colored pencils, scissors, a collection of curated magazine clippings, glue stick, stickers, and rulers. And if you're curious, here's how I store my magazines. I keep them arranged by season, and I keep them in my closet in these handy binders. And here is me laying out all of the clippings I've collected for April. And you'll notice that they all have similar color scheme. That's on purpose. That's so that every page in the month kind of coordinates with each other. Totally my stylistic preference and not at all a requirement. Now that we're set up, let's dive into April's cover. So I have chosen this image. Finally, it's kind of bright and spring-like, and I am just marking a crease with my finger, as you'll see, and cutting along that line. And then I'm going to use my slide rule, cut it out, and use a super simple glue stick to set it down onto the page. Sometimes I'll go back through and take double-sided tape and go along the edge just to keep it from popping up. But this is a very simple, low-skill technique. I'm also going to run some washi tape along the whole side of the edge of the picture. And then I'm going to add a sticker and the name of the month, usually hand lettered, or in this case I'm using glitter stickers, and that sets up the whole tone for the month. Just for fun, here are some previous April colors. You'll notice that I do tend to stick to similar themes. April is all about spring finally being here. Next, I have this page. I call it my table of contents. Really, it's more my spot to write down a fun monthly bucket list of super simple things I want to focus on. Plus, I like to add a photo. I like to make notes of maybe shows or music or books that I'm enjoying that month. And I like to add sometimes some quotes, things that have stood out to me during the month, or something that I want to set the tone for the month. So this page is kind of a free-for-all. It evolves month to month, and I just really let it set the tone for all the days ahead. And here's my monthly calendar. No planner journal would be complete without one. This is where I keep track of all of my appointments, birthdays, holidays, special events. I usually hand letter the name of the month, which I'm working on my hand lettering skills, so this is a fun part. And I often will also write a photo list on the side. And my weekly spreads is really the heart of every month. This is where I truly journal, and what you're seeing right now are some samples of past year's weekly spreads from April. So let me show you how I set up each week. I have a collection, again, of magazine clippings. These are pre-curated like you saw, and I'm just going through and sizing them to these squares that I have drawn in. I have 1 square for every day of the month, plus an extra 8 square for moments to remember. And then after I get my magazine clippings cut, I put them, attach them with some washi tape, and then I go back through and I add stickers and I add quotes. Here is another page that you'll see I'm doing the exact same thing. So each spread for every week follows a similar formula. Usually have 3-ish magazine pictures, I have washi tape, I have stickers, I have this Moments to Remember box, and then I also use a HP sprocket and print sticky photos that I put throughout the month as well. So this is the heart of my month. It's where I feel like this is probably the most scrapbooky portion of every month. It's where I like to keep track of what's going on, how I'm feeling, what my to-do lists are, photos from the month, and for sure, these are the pages that I look back on with the most fondness. They really are a true, accurate expression of how my everyday life is. And I just, at the end of the year, having them all together in one place just feels priceless to me. My last spread I call my feature spread, and this is this space that I reserve for goals and special projects for the month. I don't always know what these are going to be until I get closer to the month, so my goal right now is just to give myself a foundation. And you'll notice that I'm using washi tape just like I did with my weekly spreads. I'm a huge fan of washi tape, not only because it's decorative, but also it's just sticky enough that I can lift up my magazine clippings and I can use all of the space underneath them to write. Because at my heart, truly, I am a journaler. But I kind of think looking at a full page of nothing but text can be a little underwhelming. I like to have these visual pops of color. I like evocative photo, but I also like space to write down stuff. So using washi tape, peekaboo windows is kind of my solution to having the best of both worlds. So this is my April layout. I actually have a bonus video available in my library now where I will share specifically what these April goals look like. For reference, here are some fun other April spreads from years past, and I can't wait to dive into 2025. Here is the final flip through. I have to confess, I'm so refreshed by these April pages after coming out of a long winter. I love the colors of this. I love the washi tape. Everything just feels fresh and new and spring-like, and I am so ready to dive in.
Well, thank you so much for walking through April 2025 with me. I am really looking forward to going through every page and filling out all the squares and all the sections. And I want to know what you are planning for the month of April. I know we don't journal the same, we don't scrapbook the same. So I would love to hear your thoughts and ideas for what is inspiring you this month, what feels fresh and hopeful for you. And let's all enjoy April together. It is a fresh start, hopefully, for us all. So thanks again. Can't wait to talk to you next month.